Alright, hey guys, just giving everyone another heads up. Once again, welcome to the stream, for anyone who bothers to come on. So, I'm going to be doing a lot more, like I said, I keep telling myself I'll do this, but I always forget to. I'm going to be doing some more gaming stuff. Hey, Mojave. So, I'm going to be doing some more gaming stuff. Right now I'm on the desktop, and that's probably going to be the main machine I use, even though it doesn't have as good specs as my laptop. Also having lunch right now, Subway. I got a meatball grinder with Parmesan cheese, onions, and peppers. Anyway, once a week I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna be doing some pre-recorded sim videos and stuff, flight sim, train sim, etc., etc., open rails. Once a week I'm gonna do a varying live stream with it. Also, happy Labor Day to everybody, because today is Labor Day. A lot of times a live stream will probably be during the late, probably going to be when I do my flight live streams or whatever my live streams are. I'm probably going to do them on the evening hours, late afternoon, early evening hours on Saturdays, probably around 5 p.m. or Eastern time, which is going to be 1700 hours on military time. Also, that would be on UTC time or Greenwich time. About it's -4 now, so it'd be 9 p.m. on daylight savings time if you use that, and about 10 p.m. if you want to use them without daylight savings time. So that's what's going on there. Right now I do have Flight Simulator X fired up. I do need to get some more planes. I may or may not get some scenery on my desktop edition. The thing is, with the desktop edition, as much as the computer can handle FSX and OpenRails no problem, the main one where I'd have trouble with recording is going to be when I do Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. So, with that being said, sorry about having to scratch my head there. Shut up. Good connection. So that's what's going on there. I will be doing a lot of that. Now, one thing I will say for those of you flight sim gamers. Oh, also, at some point I do need to upload some travel videos from the summer. Particularly, I have a takeoff and landing video from late June. I may have uploaded the first one in the trip. I may not have, which would have been a takeoff only at a BWI. But I also have a takeoff out of Long Beach and a landing out of Phoenix. And I think I took a takeoff out of Phoenix too on the trip. But I didn't. For some reason, I did not do a landing in Philadelphia. I think it was because the weather was just bad coming into Philly. But we had a weird approach into Philly. We also had a weird approach coming into LAX that trip. We got like the, as I call it, the San Bernardino straight in. But yeah, no, we got the San Bernardino straight into into LAX. I mean, I just call it that because, like I said, we barely turned at all. Maybe any wing dip was for turbulence reasons coming into LAX that morning. And then leaving was a different story. But yeah, that's what we contended with going into and out of LAX back on May 31st and June 30th and July 5th were my two flight dates. I was out there for 5 weeks. I don't want to get into details about it because it wasn't really worth it. Oh, hello, Neil Rock 84. To be honest, Mohammed, this was not intended to be vacation at all. This was actually intended for me to move out there permanently. Unfortunately, things didn't happen. Thankfully, ooh, nice. Unfortunately, that trip, like I said, that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. There are reasons why I don't want to get into them. Just because of stuff. Now, tonight, I may later today post my first flight live tonight. I just gotta see exactly what's going on. If I do, it's gonna be on probably gonna do a default FSX 737. Now, there is some equipment I want to buy for my simming. There's one big piece of equipment that I actually already have. Oh, come on, you stupid mouse. So I dropped my keyboard for a quick second. I got a nice flight joystick here. Logitech. This will be your throttle, your yoke, etc., etc. So I got that. One thing I'm trying to buy at some point is going to be the which it's about $210 to get this right now on Amazon, which is going to be the Rail Driver console, which is for excuse me, train simulators. And I also want to get a racing wheel for when I do ATS. I found one for about $200 for the whole set. So right now I'm looking at spending about $500 on those two things, and probably another $800 to $1,000 on a full cockpit for Flight Simulator, even though I don't know if I really need to. Alright, so I'm right now in Flight Simulator, even though you can't see it. We are going to set something up here. We are going to set up, what do I want to... Wait, Western Sahara disputed? Okay, so we're in the U.S. I'm going to do a flight that doesn't exist. when I do my first flight, live, I'm gonna do something that is something new, or something you don't see every day, which is gonna be an A321. I'm gonna do the flight from Roanoke to Atlanta. A lot of my flight videos, I'm just gonna give you guys a warning now, are gonna be. A lot of them are gonna be full, yeah, like I said, full lives once a week. But I'm gonna try to start uploading flight videos at least once a day, or some sort of sim video at least once a day. Definitely a flight a week. If I do that'll be Saturdays. If I do non-flying videos, those will either go up Friday or Sunday. If they're live. If they're not live, that's a different story altogether. Sometimes I'll do the missions on FSX, but most of the time I won't do that. Among other things. I'm not currently associated with, but I have been in the past, and I may do it again in the future. Associate myself with a virtual airline, and those are airlines. They operate through Flight Simulator. You can get information about them online. They also have virtual railroading companies now too. I've heard about, but I don't know how well those work. Let's see what happens here. I just want to see what happens there. Can you guys tell me if my screen is changed at all? Okay, it looks like it actually changed perfectly. Which one thing I'm going to say, I'm using OBS as my streaming port, so that actually helps out for some of the stuff that I do on this setup. So right now I am, as I pull up OBS, okay, the only problem I have with that, it shows Hall of Mirrors. Alright. So, whoa, come on. That would happen right there. Those two wires would get tangled up. Right. So I'm going to show you guys where I go. So right now, I'm going to show you guys the websites that I use. Alright, so what I'm looking at from Logitech, like I said, this is going to cost me quite a few $100s. It's probably not going to be anywhere near as quick as I would like. I could probably get them cheaper from Amazon too while I talk to you guys. Products. So here's some stuff we have. Here's where you need it. You got gaming mice, gaming mouse pods, keyboard, audio, So you got driving here, where I collect. It goes over the driving page. Let me pop that out. So you've got, right now you have, price. Let me see. You've got the G920 and G29, which is $400 new. Now, they do have two different designs as I'm looking at it right here. One for the PlayStation and one for the Xbox. I have a Xbox One, Xbox 360, so I would definitely want to get that. I think this is actually extra, but it's a fourth shifter. It's a 6-speed with reverse. No, that's overkill. So that's what we have there. I would get the G920. Yeah, I would get the G920 for me. Back to school deals. Who cares about back to school? One, the district I drive school bus for as my day job, has been back for. This will be the 4th week of school for these kids, for my school kids this year. Now for flight, they do have a space exploration one, but I'm not interested in that. And yeah, you say you need a car. Yeah, you do. And for flight, here's the whole setup. So so they have for 200. This is actually on sale, but it's a nice combo deal. It's $272 for a flight yoke and rudder, which includes a throttle quadrant. Which works well for like single engine prop planes and stuff like your Cessnas and all. Then you have a flight switch panel over here. The yoke system and the rudder system are $170 a pop, so $340. They'd be $340 if you bought them both separately, but I said it's a $272 combination. You also have a flight instrument panel here for like your altitude, attitude, yada yada yada. And an autopilot control panel here, which is $150. The instrument panel is $160. Also, each additional throttle quadrant is $60. And the radio panel, which would be for your comms and all, is going to be $150. So let me open up my calculator app. Assuming I buy everything new and from Logitech, assuming I buy everything new and from Logitech, we are looking at how much. How much will I be looking at? Open calculator for now. Alright, there we go. What is that doing? Really? I want to do it this way, but I have to. So we're looking at 272 plus The full cockpit is going to be $842. Oh, yeah, so the whole cockpit's going to be $842. Free shipping on items on orders over $29. Oh, we'll definitely break that. Plus $450 for the racing wheel and all this. So that's right now $1,300 plus $225. So right now I'm looking at $1,000 for the whole setup on all my simulator hardware. Right now, if I take that route, it's gonna be about, for everything, I'm looking at a good $1,517. I want to say that's before taxes and before shipping. Now, Logitech said that shipping is going to be free for orders over $29. So I don't think I have to worry about Logitech for that. What I do need to worry about with that is going to be for stuff like, let's say, Raildriver. I wonder how much Amazon's going to charge me for shipping. From Roanoke. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go over to Facebook Marketplace right now. I can probably find a few of these items. I could probably find a few of these items on Marketplace for less money. Actually, I'm going to close out of Facebook here. I'm actually going to the Sim. Okay. Why does the Trumpet Marketplace always insist on, ooh, 3-bed, 2, oh no, that's $1,000, never mind. 2-bedroom for, Eden for under $400 a month. Oh, that's pretty good. Someone's selling a 0.5 terabyte hard drive for so apparently through other sites you can get that for new for under 300. Someone's selling a Thrustmaster T80 for it's for PS though. It's a decent setup for $50. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can find good deals on Facebook Marketplace. As a matter of fact, I go up to my search bar. Someone's selling T80 for $30. Found one for $150 in Philippi, West Virginia. I don't like that one because it is a, how far is it? Holy crap, it's directions. Let me see what the driving. It is 4.5 hours and 196 miles. Me having to run through. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that one bit. I like the product, I like the price, I just don't like the drive. That's a trip to Charlotte. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can find better stuff. I like, once again, one I don't like because it's Strasbourg. But yeah, no. So that's some of the stuff I'm finding there. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the flight now. What do we want to do for a flight? Oh, wait, I thought I already said what we were going to do. We are going to do Roanoke to Atlanta, Hartsfield Jackson. We'll fly. I'm going to do this at a high altitude airways, etc., etc., etc. This should be a quick, nice flight in. Weather. What we're going to do for my weather conditions is save that. Do I want to? Yes. Okay. As y'all can see, the flight's now loading. I need to check a few things probably after this flight if this flight does not go the way I expect it to. I'm probably going to need to actually do a check on my scenery setups. Even if it's default scenery, I have the scenery set up a certain way. Why did that happen? The problem is, whoa, that's good. The problem is that the Logitech, oh, come on, behave. Now I have all my wires crossed on it too, that's not helping.
Roanoke clearance delivery, Airbus Juliet Alpha 3 2907, IFR to Atlanta, ready to copy. Airbus Juliet Alpha 3 2907 is cleared to Atlanta Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 8,000. Departure frequency is 118.15, squawk 5035. Airbus Juliet Alpha 3 2907 cleared at Atlanta Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 8,000. Departure on 118.15, squawk 5035. Airbus 2907, readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi.
I'm setting my airspeed to 250 knots. altitude is set to 8,000. Now, doing the ATIS quickly.
Roanoke Airport information, Quebec 2147 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition, few clouds at 4,600. Temperature 132.3. Altimeter 2992. ILS, runway 33 in use. Landing and departing, runway 33. VFR aircraft stay direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Quebec. Roanoke Airport information, Quebec 2147. Roanoke ground, Airbus Juliet Alpha 32907 with Quebec, ready to taxi IFR. Airbus Juliet Alpha 32907, taxi to and hold short of runway 33 using taxiway Charlie Alpha. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Now that I know exactly where at the airport we are, I can go back inside for
Airbus 2907, did you copy? Taxi 2 and hold short runway 33 via taxiway Charlie Alpha, Airbus 2907.
brakes are released. So it's going to be a relatively short taxi. it's actually a relatively short taxi here. I know Atlanta's going to get much of a tax when we get there. I think part of it too, I just taxi quick. When I use the Logitech, I taxi maybe a little too quickly, to be honest. Flaps set to 2. On the train sim side too, I want to do this for open rails. At some point, I want to make a Roanoke Terminal Railroad. And I mean, I know a few people with the help of the VMT. I want to do this. I would actually include a Fire Up 611 video. If I could, I'd have a lot of NS videos. Some airports, if it's real light like this, it's real light, and I've actually experienced this on that sim in the past myself, where what they'll do if it's light out for traffic is they will just
Contact Roanoke departure on 118.15.